Hey bitch, welcome back to my channel. I need to get another intro for this channel though, because I don't want to say hey bitches for every single thing that I do here on YouTube. So hello, hi, how are you? I hope everything is going good. You're probably bored. That's why you clicked on this video, and you might be even more bored as you're sitting here watching it. I don't know. I just got out of the shower where I exfoliated the out of my face, so I need to put on some skincare. So I figured I would sit down, I would do a video for this channel because it has been a good long while. I know that I said that I was going to do my walking lives on January 1st of 2025. To be completely honest with you, I have not even been on that treadmill this year, so they're coming. I swear I need to get back on like the health kick. I fell off of it with the dieting as well. Like I was eating really healthy for a while, and then it all went to shit. It was the fast food, and you know how it started? It actually started because I wasn't drinking soda either, but guess what I had one day? A Dr. Pepper, and then it was a slippery slope. But it is what it is. So I'm gonna put on my little alien headband that is from apparently the Crib Shop. I don't know where the hell we got this. It must have been like TJ Maxx or somewhere like that. There we go, right? Oh, move. Perfect. So I'm sure by now everyone out there has seen this bullshit ass space flight that Katy Perry, Gayle King, and Jeff Bezos's fiance, wife, I'm not exactly sure, and a few other ladies. Sorry, I'm not exactly sure who they were. I don't follow their careers like that. Apparently that's a horrible thing if you like didn't know. But what do y'all think? Do you think that they actually went to space? Because there's a lot of chatter online that they like faked this whole entire like space flight. There are a lot of people that are dragging Katy Perry as well as Gayle King because they've done interviews and they said that they are now astronauts, which every community note that I have seen over on X and even on Facebook all says that they are not considered astronauts. They are considered like a space flight attendee or something. It has nothing to do with being an astronaut. I do think it would be a little insulting that people train for so long to be actual astronauts, go to space and actually make a difference, which is what Katy Perry, Gayle King, and everyone else is like, they're saying that they did that. They said that they weren't taking up space, they were making space, because I guess like the ultimate goal is to make space like a travel itinerary for a lot of people to like go on their tourist destinations. I think the fuck not. I just don't ever see myself going to space. I've told you guys that before. I don't see myself going down in a submarine. Obviously, if you go down in a submarine these days to go see the Titanic, I don't know what to tell you if it explodes. I don't want to hear anybody online saying that we need to feel bad for the families of the people that did it, okay? We all know what happens when you go down to see the Titanic, and I heard that some billionaire is saying that he's going to actually complete it, and he's going to be the first one to go down there in his little tuna can. But a lot of people think that this whole entire space flight was like completely fake and just like done with CGI, because when they finally got that pod back down on the ground, which it was hilarious listening to all them screaming as it was like free falling through the air before the like parachute like went up and like saved them. I don't think that Gayle King wanted to do this thing the whole entire time. She looked completely miserable in every single interview that I saw her on. When they were allegedly up there in space, she was holding on for dear life. She said, I'm not doing zero gravity at all, which I get because apparently that thing is not put together that well. If you saw the video where they actually like landed on the ground and Jeff Bezos was like running over to it, there was another lady standing there. They opened the door from the inside. They were not supposed to do that. Obviously they were trying to get a photo op, so they closed the door just so Jeff could go back with like a tool and try to open it like this for them. Like, but that door just seemed like very flimsy for being shot up into outer space. You know, where if the door opens up and you get sucked out, you're like really fucked then. So we have been toying around with the idea of like quitting smoking altogether, like no more THC. I know it sounds like very crazy, like even me like saying it sounds like very insane because I do love my dabs and I think that I always will love my dabs, but I do think that it's time for a break. I've been doing it for so long. I think that I want to just like, maybe if, you know what, if I do consume any like THC, I think it needs to be edibles. But honestly, the ones that you get here in Florida, like from True Leave, are not that great. I don't know if I have just like such a high tolerance that I need like a whole entire pack to like even feel something, but it's not for me. So I want to get another Levo machine, which is this machine where you can like decarb and just like make your own oils, butters, and all of that. We had one, but of course we left it when we had to get the out of Texas. Seriously, goodbye. I will buy a new one just to get the away from that craziness. Y'all tell that I love this oil. I'm actually very proud of myself because I never finish any skincare products. The fact that this one is like so low in here is amazing. What I can tell you guys is we tried some of those like THC beverages that you can get from like Total Wine, which they have a whole gardening section. It's a whole entire aisle. Highly recommend going over there and picking up the Nowadays brand. I'm like running so low that it's hard to get it into the actual dropper. This is a micro oil, which I actually like really prefer because some oils just sit on your skin and you feel disgusting. like, to be completely honest. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying, they have a brand called Nowadays. They have a 2 milligram, a 5 milligram, as well as a 10 milligram that you can get in a bottle, or you can just get cans, but they also have like little shot versions. I highly recommend that brand. I saw Bethany Frankel reviewing it over on TikTok, so I was like, oh my God, we have to go and try this. We were actually influenced. I have to say, it was a very enjoyable experience. I drank about half the bottle, which Bethany Frankel did as well in her video, so I was just trying to get on the level that she was. And it was actually like very enjoyable. What am I doing? I feel like I'm like getting ready for combat, bitch. Like, why am I doing this with my hands? But it was a very enjoyable experience. I sat my ass on the floor and I built a Lego. I wouldn't touch it right now because I have oil on my hands, but I did one of those Mario Legos, the Piranha. So in my video yesterday, I was talking about MrBeast and how there's like this scam going on over in Vegas. And it's at Resorts World over in Las Vegas, which I honestly have not heard like great things about to begin with. Like, people say like the service there is not good for the astronomical prices that they charge, because I think it's 3 or 4 different resorts like in one. There's a Conrad there. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, all these people paid $1,000 basically for 3 nights at Resorts World, and they were supposed to get all this MrBeast swag, and there were supposed to be all these like MrBeast activations, which I didn't know what an activation was in my video, and apparently a lot of other people had no idea what the hell it was either. But apparently, and I learned this today because I was watching this Alex Earl video, she went to the 818 pop-up that was at Coachella, and there were like a bunch of different vendors there. I know Patrick Starr's One Size was one. She called those activations. So it must just be like, I don't know, maybe I'm too like, I'm not hip and with it to know like the lingo, you know? Which there was none of that 2 days into everyone's trip, so they were starting to like freak out, and they all just went to TikTok and started like blasting it. What's even shittier about this is Resorts World at first was like not wanting to refund anyone or really do anything about it. They like set up a bar where they put on MrBeast games, and then everyone could come for like a $50 voucher. Can you imagine paying $1,000 and you don't get anything that you paid for? Like literally what you signed up for, and they're just like, you know what? We're gonna give you a $50 voucher. And I'm glad that everyone that was there like spoke up and they said, no, we're not taking this bullshit from you. They literally all went into like the lobby of the hotel, and they were like screaming and arguing with the manager, which rightfully so. Manager, CEO, I don't know who the fuck they were arguing with. What I find very shady about this, like, this was all over social media the whole entire time, and people were talking about their experience, tagging MrBeast, saying how shitty this was, comparing it to like Fire Festival. He waited until the last day, like when people were going to be like leaving because they were finally like fed up about it, to even make a statement about it. It wasn't even a statement that he made. He like tweeted back to someone saying basically this is not the experience that they were like hoping for. So I guess his team just like licenses out his name and then doesn't like do any like follow through with it. So like, really, who are they licensing it out to? That's kind of crazy. But apparently the remedy that he is going to be giving for all of these people that paid all this money, he's going to be inviting them personally to his studio for a tour. And I guess, like, when I heard that, I was like, oh, wow, that's not, like, very exciting for me. But I guess if you were paying $1,000 for a pop-up of MrBeast where you were only supposed to get some merch and some, like, activations, there was, like, no guarantee that MrBeast was going to be there. Like, that was not advertised. Then I guess, like, going to his studio is, like, cool, I guess. But I did see a TikTok of somebody that was there, and now apparently Resorts World, after getting all the bad press, people on TikTok went crazy, said they're not staying there. They started sharing their experience of how horrible it was. The line at Resorts World, I saw a TikTok, oh my God, but I guess that's like at any Vegas casino, no? But apparently now Resorts World is going to be so generous to give the people back their money. How lovely. That's so nice of them though. But you know what? At least those people did get to stay like 3 nights in Vegas at Resorts World, which it's a very pretty casino. It's just the customer service and like all of that is just complete shit. So hopefully they can fix that, because I would love to go to Resorts World. We were actually supposed to go to Resorts World back in 2021 when Celine Dion was there, but obviously my mom passed away in August of 2021. She was very excited to go. Like when we were cleaning out her house, she had a calendar on her desk, like one of those big calendars. Like she had everything for every single day, like organized. And that desk wasn't organized though, Mom. Okay. But on top of us just having to cancel it in general, we couldn't even like sell our tickets. I don't remember if we got our money back for it or not. But Celine Dion had to cancel that show anyways because her health issues, which I heard, a little birdie told me, and some whisperings online, is that Celine Dion might be gearing up to come back to Las Vegas for another residency. And let me tell you, I will be there with bells on. The tickets that we had when we were going to go in 2021 weren't the best. They weren't the worst. But I definitely definitely want to be like front and center. Like I want to try. Like for my mama, I'm gonna get those good tickets. We also had Shania Twain tickets in 2021 that we had to like get rid of. We gave them to actually, it was someone, maybe she's not subscribed to us anymore, but at that time it was a subscriber of ours and we gave it to her and I think it was her fiance. He ended up getting arrested and she still went to the show. So good for you, girl. I found this brand over on TikTok. It's called Celestia Beauty. You can tell by the packaging like what this might be. It is makeup. I don't know if you guys have heard of this brand, but I thought this was like such a good, I'm going to call it a novelty gift because I'm going to be giving this to some friends of mine that are having a bachelorette party. You know, some people like the wieners at their bachelorette party, but other people like pussy. So I was actually very shocked when I found this because obviously they're selling it on TikTok, but I always go and I check over on Amazon because sometimes it's cheaper or maybe it's like a few dollars more, but you get it a lot faster or you don't have to pay for shipping if you have Prime. This little highlighter right here has amazing reviews. It's like a 4.6. It's either a 4.6 or a 4.7. out of a lot of reviews. So I was a little shook because you know people on Amazon are very cutthroat and they review like, they will leave the nastiest review for like the silliest fucking thing. So this is the packaging. So when you open it up, this is what it's giving. I'm not going to swatch it because I am going to give this one to someone, even though my grubby little hands, not the people for the bachelorette party, I swear to God, I'm going to give this to my friend Vanessa because she's going to actually review this over on her TikTok, I believe. People say it's like really good, but they also have blushes that are shaped like, you know. Now I'm gonna put some damn product on this neck because there is one plastic surgery procedure that I want to get done, and that is a neck lift. I've wanted a neck lift for so long. Like, I think I was like, probably like 21 wanting a neck lift because, I don't know. I feel like I've always just had like a lot of extra skin. I know you're supposed to have extra skin on your neck, but I feel like I have like extra skin on my neck and I just hate it. I'm also always looking down at my phone and getting really bad tech neck. In 2020, I had Kybella done to get rid of my double chin because it was like, don't catch me from any angle that I did not approve of because I hated the way that it looked and maybe I was just like being a little bit dramatic because other people said that it was like completely fine. So some kind of body dysmorphia, I do not know, but I had it done. I don't know. Now I feel like this is like starting to like sag a little bit. So I've been like really like doubling up on all of my potions and lotions and all of that kind of stuff. And I think it's working. I do think that it's working a little bit, but obviously plastic surgery is going to be like the ultimate fix. Which, talking about plastic surgery, I want to talk about Brooke Schofield real quick. I have to like wait for this to dry before I put on like this actual like thick neck mask. It's called like Neck Amore from this brand called Skin. But I want to talk about Brooke Schofield real quick and just influencers or celebrities in general that have plastic surgery, because everyone online is always wanting celebrities to be like so open and so honest about procedures that they have done because they say it's an unattainable beauty standard for like regular people out there, and they're like giving people the impression that you have to do these procedures in order to be like pretty. But then when an influencer opens up and says, hey, I'm going to be getting this procedure done, or they say I've had these procedures done, people start to drag them in the comment section, and I do not understand it because Brooke Schofield, she uploaded a video and she told everyone that she's going to have an upper bleph, which is to get rid of the extra skin on your eyelids, which I completely understand. I would love to get that done, especially on this eye right here. This is like my droopy eye. I would love to get it done, but apparently people over on TikTok are like so upset with her and have been making videos about how she didn't need this done. This is for vanity. How dare she? First of all, bitch, it's her body. I don't understand like why there are so many like people out there with opinions of how dare she touch her fucking eyelids. Are they yours, bitch? Are they your saggy lids? I think not. I really like this product because it is like thick. It's supposed to be like a neck mask, but you do like a layer and then you let it like soak in. Your neck feels all nourished and all of that. But then when you go to sleep, you're supposed to take another layer of it and just however thick that you want and just leave it on. And in the morning you wake up, your neck is smooth, your neck is hydrated. It's great. And you know, Brooke has been popping off at people like in their comment section because one girl made a video and she was like, it wasn't even like a drastic change. Like I had to go back on her TikTok and I had to look to see like what they were like before. And she's like, that's the point. It's not supposed to be drastic. What do you want them to look like, Jocelyn Wildenstein? Like, who the hell? I need to put some lotion on these hands because that is one thing that terrifies me about getting older is I do not want aging hands. No, I feel like the first places that people can look at you and they can tell your age is they can look at your neck, which we're going to be getting a neck lift. Don't know when that's going to be, but we're going to get one. And your hands. The hands, they say the eyes are the window to the soul. No, bitch. the hands are. And I don't know if you guys can tell it, but I am feeling very moisturized right now. This is my favorite brand at the moment. It's Skin. No, this video is not sponsored. I found them on TikTok and then discovered them on HSN. Like, you can tell that I love these oils. I actually have a few more bottles of this in the cabinet because I have it on auto ship. That's how much I love it. But I wasn't using it for a few because I was not on top of my skincare. So now I'm back on it. I was actually thinking about taking one of the bottles and doing a giveaway with it. So if you guys would be interested in that, definitely let me know in the comment section. And that's it. I will see you guys all in the next one, or for a live. I've been doing like impromptu lives. Let me know actually in the comment section if you made it to this part in the video. Do you get notifications for the lives? Number one. But number two, do you think it's better to go live in the vertical, or do you think it's better to go live like old school, like a video? Let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.